anniversary of their incredible run in the state football championships. These fantastic athletes were a source of pride to their parents, grandparents, coaches, fellow classmates, and in the entire community. Before I call their names, let's go down memory lane just a little bit. In the fall of '86 and '87, football fever ran high here in the Valley. It was never a question of what you were doing Friday night, because the answer was always the same. Going to the football game, of course. The football team drew in a crowd wherever they went. Everyone's hearts were full of envy, and the stands were full of cheering fans in green and white. The dads, they were sporting their sons' jerseys with pride, and the mothers had the football field decorated to the hilt. If you ask people today about Northern Valley football, these are two of the years that still come up. The '86 team was known for giving clinics on Friday nights on how to play football according to area newspapers. The gentlemen on this team were notoriously ornery, especially where pumpkins and Coach Fesden's Porsche were concerned. But they were always calm on the field and took care of business. The Triple Crown that this team was part of was only exemplified by the dramatic fashion that they won in. Thanks to some outrageous numbers put on the scoreboard, the 45-point rule was implemented across 8-man football. One evening, Coach Fesden had played all of the boys, but was at such a loss on how not to score that he went over to the cheerleaders and asked them if they'd like to play. The state championship against Greensburg can still get a Husky fan all worked up. 12 seconds left on the clock, a 4th and 7 to go. The Huskies took care of business and dove right into their first state football championship. The '87 team had big shoes to fill, but they were up for the challenge. They began the season ranked number 1 in 8-man Division II, and they ended the season right where they belong, state champions. This team held 7 opponents scoreless thanks to their rigid defense. Their offense was just as busy with an average of 45 points a game. 6 gentlemen on this team were honored with postseason recognition. Coach Fesden was also given a great honor that year by being named Kansas Coach of the Year. Coach Fesden and the '87 Huskies set the state record for the most consecutive wins at that time with 29 games. The state championship games for '87, that's remembered with shivers, as Mother Nature played a role with snow and mud. The Huskies reeled in 379 yards, and they held Attica to only 142 yards. The Huskies let Attica only put 6 points on the board for the whole game for a win of 20-6. And once again, Husky fans were thrilled to bring the trophy home. At this time, we would like to welcome some of the pride and joy of the Valley back to their field. Helping to present plaques will be the '86-'87 cheerleaders. Thanks, ladies. Members of the '86 team, Rance Ames, Alex Curino, Dave Whitney, David Hagerman, Rookie Ray, Clint Lowry, Trevor Hammond, Robert Kaiser, Tim Wagner-Luchinsky, Dustin Donaldson, B.J. Vincent, Cameron Archer, Jason Higgins, Jeremy Ruth, Travis Valine, Stephen Whitney, Curtis Lowry, Pete Gilman, Robbie Covington, B.J. Baird, Wade Bowman, Tim Davis, Terry Rusink, Brian Fisher, Mark Harford. The manager was Scott Tyree, assistant coach Doug Rusink, and head coach Chuck Fezevin. Let's give them a round of applause. Members of the 1987 team are Jeff Cowrie, Robert Kaiser, Trevor Hammond, Jeffrey Connard, Brad Cox, Shane Sell, Mitch Hempler, Keith Sides and Kevin Sides, Brian Shear, David Hagerman, Tim Davis, Ricky Ray, Clint Lowry, Jeremy Ruth, Dave Whitney, Pete Hillman, Mike Lukes, B.J. Vincent, Wade Bowman, Robbie Covington, Brian Fisher, Dustin Donaldson, Cameron Archer, B.J. Baird, Terry Rusink, Mark Arford, Rance Ames, Tim Wagner-Luchinsky, and the manager, Scott Towrie, assistant coach Doug Rusink, head coach Chuck Fezevin. Terrific job. Sadly, no longer with us, Randy Shear and Michael Connor. We remember them too. Let's give the 87 team a round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen, for your contribution to Northern Valley's fine tradition of excellence and the legacy that you laid for future Husky teams. And thanks to the 86-87 cheerleaders. We appreciate you, ladies. Please take time this evening to, first of all, enjoy the highlight video made by the interactive media class, and secondly, to enjoy the board of memorabilia. Thank you for joining us this evening to celebrate, and good luck to the players during the rest of the game. We'll now surrender the mic to the effervescent Mr. Kirk Hassan for the second half.